Okay, back again. I noticed some channels that got a mascot, so I thought we ought to have one. This is Foxy. I've had Foxy for about 30 years. Foxy's a good boy. He just kind of sits there quietly and helps. I had a suggestion on the last video that maybe we would do grocery cost in Finland versus America. So I sat down and diligently did my research. And here's what I've done. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 14 items in our grocery cart. And we're going to go shopping. This is going to be fun. Now, everything here sells by the kilo. So I had to do a little conversion because things in America normally sell by the pound unless they're very expensive, in which case they then show prices in ounces, all very confusing. One reason I like the system here is if an item is sold by weight, regardless of what the weight be in the package, 400 grams, 500, 480, you can look on the tag in the supermarket and there you'll find the price per kilo. Easy, simple, no problem comparing the price of a 400 gram pack to a 500 to a 1 kilo pack. It's all right there. It tells you what it cost. So the first thing we did, I figured we might want some sandwiches, so we got some bread. Well, the bread in America is $2.20. And bear in mind now that right now the exchange rate is just about even. So when I say 220 in America, that's roughly 220 euros in Finland. The same loaf of bread in Finland is $1.90. Well, if we make a sandwich, we want something to wash it down with, so maybe we get a quart of milk, which is a liter of milk here, is $1.97. In America, in America, it's $1.97. In Finland, it's $1.20. And it goes on and on. Eggs, $2.20 here. Of course, you get 10 here in a carton. In America, they're $2.20. Finland, they're $2.10. I keep getting that backwards. I got it right up here. All I have to do is look. And we'll get some ground beef. Make some hamburgers. America, it's $13 a kilo. In Finland, it's $17 a kilo. Now, something to remember, in Finland, unlike in America, meat is not produced on huge factory farms and processed in huge centralized packing plants. The packing plants, I believe, in Finland are more spread out. We have one north of us, beef. We have one south of us, pork. So keep that in mind. I think it's healthier beef. We get a bag of flour too while we're at it. That bag in America is $5.50 a bag, which is roughly 2 kilos. In Finland, you can buy the equivalent of that flour for $4.30. And bacon. Now, not long ago, I heard a lot about bacon prices skyrocketing in America. And bacon now is $14.30 a kilo there. Finland, it's $13.20. Well, maybe we want to make something. He's being a good boy, isn't he? Maybe we want to make something for lunch about some boneless chicken breast. Well, that's $8 a kilo in America, and I'm gonna add all this up for you. You don't have to worry about it. It's $15.70 for boneless breast in Finland. That's almost twice as much. But again, bear in mind, the chickens are not produced in the way they are in America. They're not produced in 600 foot, that's 200 meter long houses. Smaller farms, smaller processing plant. Chicken legs, if we want to have some chicken legs on the grill, maybe, were $4 a kilo in the U.S. and $5.85 in Finland. Now, we need some fruit to round the day out, so we'll pick up a kilo of oranges. They're $1.60 in America and $1.90 in Finland. And that bearing in mind that citrus can be produced in America. A lot of the oranges in America are produced in California. I think they may have actually started producing some in Arizona, and definitely in Florida. Florida is the orange state. Almost went politics there. Keep my mouth shut. Now, bananas, if we want a banana, maybe we have a banana sandwich with peanut butter on it and some milk. That's good too. $1.60 a kilo here, or in America, and $1.90 here. A little bit more, but they have to travel a good way to get here. Pears, and this kind of surprised me, in America they were $4 a kilo. And here, they're only $2 a kilo. That's considerably lower. I think the bulk of our pears and fruit, a lot of that comes from Spain. And that's another thing. When we buy something here, it will be labeled. He's getting impatient. It'll be labeled where it comes from, what country of origin, which I think is a good thing. You know where your fruits, vegetables, and even fish. If fish is from Norway, it will be labeled Norge. Now, just to get us through the week, we might need a little caffeine, so we're going to pick up some Coca-Colas. And here, a 24 pack is €10, $9.99. Got to catch them on sale. In America, the equivalent would be 13 for 24. And something to keep in mind, and I rediscovered on my trip to America, that virtually everything in America that needs to be sweetened or is sweetened is done so with corn syrup, which is banned in the EU because of the fact that it drastically increases your blood glucose levels and has in studies been shown to lead to diabetes. But corn rules in America, so corn syrup it is. There seem to be some supply issues, and some companies are going back to sweetening with sugar. On my trip there, before leaving America, I had drank Pepsis. One type of Pepsi is sweetened with real sugar. It says so on the can, so I know it's true if it says it. And having blood sugar problems, I noticed that Oh, sorry, hold on. My ear thing fell out. I noticed that drinking a cola sweetened with corn syrup would raise my blood glucose levels twice what drinking one sweetened with real sugar would. So I'm a big proponent of the real sugar in colas. Now, for the grand total. And there's really not that much difference. This little shopping cart, see, got the list right here and everything, in America will cost you $85. In Finland, this same shopping cart will cost you $90.70. 90 euros 70 cents. Now, keeping in mind again, the meat is not produced on huge factory farms and processed in huge centralized processing plants. In the 3 years I've been here, I have never heard about a recall of product because of Listeria, E. coli, Salmonella, all of those things that I used to hear a lot about. And there are still places you can go, which are all within no more than an hour driving distance of us. Family farm arbiters. You can go there where the animals are raised on that farm, pigs on a farm, and you can buy the entire animal if you want, cut the way you want it, in the small processing facility on the farm. The same with lamb and beef. We haven't located poultry yet, but we hadn't looked that hard. So, again, this is something you will not find very often in America, that you can go and buy from a farm and the meat is produced on that farm. Government regulations prohibits most of that. Now, another thing you can remember when you go to the grocery store, we have 3 here in Kokomaki: Little, S-Market, and Kmart stores. When you go in these stores, if you're on the lookout, which is a good idea to be, and you watch for the orange label. The stores in Finland, when a product is nearing the sell-by date, a certain number of days ahead of that, they will mark the product down 30%. We buy a lot of meat that way. If by a number of days that meat has not sold at that price, it will then be marked down 50%. So thrifty shoppers can get some good deals. And in America, when meat, poultry, fish, produce reaches its sell-by date, most stores will take that product and throw it in the trash. That's the end of that. Goes in a big dumpster out back. People are not allowed to go in there and get anything out of that dumpster. Well, in Finland it will, as I say, be marked down to 30%, to 50%. And if it has not sold just within the sale date, the food will be donated to a local food bank and distributed immediately. No waste. I like that. That's another on my check mark of things I like about Finland. But as I say, you can shop here, buy this basket of groceries, and spend really only €5 more than you would buying the product in America. If you wait for the orange stickers on the ground beef, and there's a ground beef pork product sold also, which kind of surprising to me, costs more in America than it does in the U.S. And that kind of does that. Someone asked me if that'd be a good idea for a video to do, comparing prices, and I think that's a good comparison. And I got to introduce Foxy here. Foxy's about 30 years old. Foxy was given to me when I worked for a very huge corporation in America in their poultry products division. And Foxy has on his collar a little tag touting the vaccine that a company was promoting to sell for chickens. But Foxy's pretty good. And I thought, well, you know, why not have a mascot? I've seen mascots that are rats and alligators, and I thought that'd be a good idea. Maybe it'll just make somebody happy to see Foxy. I was watching a video just not long ago, less than an hour, and it said that a lot of videos people watch that are seemingly calming videos make people feel good. And I would like for my videos to make people feel good. We're coming up on 900 subscribers. Got a lot of subscribers this last couple of weeks, and hope to get to 1,000 soon with your help. So don't forget to subscribe, like, share, you know, all that stuff I have to promote to get more subscribers. And I'll try to be back soon, and we'll find something else to talk about. So till then, see you later.